Hi, I'm Nick Drossos.
And I'm Helen Stranzel.
Today we're going to be looking at defense from the ground, meaning Helen's on the floor and I'm standing. My objective is I want to get on top of her. I want to try to mount her. I want to try to just basically, get to her. So let's say somehow we fell, we slipped, she ended up on the ground and I'm standing, right? So what's the position you want to adopt, Helen?
Okay, well, I want to make sure that my head and my body are as protected as can be, and I want to also be ready to strike, okay? So from this position, I could strike with my foot to your shin, okay? And as you move around, I can also shift how I shift my body in order to make every shot count.
So
Okay.
even if I try to get close, she's using her legs to keep, and even if, now let's say I grabbed one leg.
Okay, I can still, well, that's even better. I like that because then you're keeping me close. So you're making it easier for me, and I'll just keep striking this one, and eventually I know you're gonna let go.
I'm gonna have to let go, absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna
right?
let go. And if you come into me from there, beautiful, because I see your face. As I'm not just gonna let you do what you want to do without changing the pattern a little bit. So even though your strategy was to come on to me, I'm not gonna stay here and allow you to finish that. So I'm gonna fight you every second of the way. So if you had my foot and now you're letting go and you want to like jump on top of me, I'm going to come up to you as best as I can, and I'm going to start striking you to the face, to the arm, ripping the skin if I can. I'll keep striking to the shins. I'm going to turn and face you every step of the way. And when we're at a distance or a position where I feel I can, like if you went a few feet away, let's say, I will use one foot here and one arm, the opposite arm, to put myself in a better position. So now all I have to do is rise up, and now we're both fighting on our feet.
So I think one of the important things, there's a few actually, is making sure that you're using the proper range, meaning lie down, Helen.
Yeah.
If she's here, right, and she's using her legs, so move back a little bit. Right? Let's say I'm here. So if I'm here, right, there's no point of her using her legs yet, right? As I start moving close, she wants to use the legs before I step in, right? Or as I'm stepping in. You don't want to, once I'm here.
I don't want to start now.
Yeah, the legs are too late to use. So it's knowing your range of when to use those legs. The second thing is being able to get up really, really quickly and making sure that you get up. If she tries to get up now, boom, she's gonna get hit. I have to create distance.
I have to create that distance.
Yeah, where if I'm around, let's say here, and suddenly, boom, now she's up, and as she's coming up, her hands are still up to protect herself, right? So the important thing here is making sure you cover your face, you keep your hands up, you use those legs. You kick, yeah.
Make sure it's uncomfortable for you to step into my zone of comfort here. So I'll make sure that you know that I'm about to use my legs, and I'm going to keep them low because I don't want to give you my leg so that you just grab it here. So if it's low here, it's a lot harder for you to grab on.
If I go here and I grab here, she can strike,
wonderful.
And she can also use that other leg with another strike, even if it just becomes. Now, if I grab her and I'm doing this and I'm pulling. I know Helen, she's probably gonna look.
I'm gonna trap him, I'm gonna keep him in close, and as I bring him down with my striking, I'm going to continue striking as I use him as a base to get myself up and out of this position.
So, again, this is, throughout the lessons, these are, concepts. They're not so much technique and memorized, but they're you train them. You're going to watch the videos, you're going to follow them. Try to get a training partner. Do this at home with your husband or your boyfriend. Try some of them out. You don't want to figure this stuff out in the heat of the moment. And even though you've watched the lessons, you're still learning. There's still information that you're going to store in there. But take that extra step and do some of the drills, try some of them out. play them out. You don't have to go full out, but at least experience some kind of contact throughout the lessons.
And remember, if you're playing the victim or the perpetrator for like the boyfriends or the husbands, this is where it gets tricky, because you can say, oh, it doesn't work. Well, no kidding, I'm not going to really eye gouge you. I'm not going to really bite into your neck. I'm not going to really, you know what I'm saying? There is some level of control there. So if you can just kind of imagine, do a little bit of a give and take, be a good spotter, be a good partner, use your head and not your ego, then you'll both have a great training
Like
session.
if Helen would have attacked me, you know, I can't remember which video it was, I felt her nail come in my eye, and we wouldn't be filming the rest of the video. So I think, you know, at this moment, if you're going to train, it's almost like, you know, play it out, explore with it. There's no good or bad. Now's the time for you to try to see what works for you. There's maybe certain stuff that you're like, well, you know, I don't know, you're maybe stronger in your hips and you could buck or kick harder. Maybe, you know, you could, you know, you like striking the eyes or striking the throat, or you have good elbows. So whatever it is, play with it, explore with it, roll with it, and
you'll be that much quicker in a response time should you ever need it. If you don't, great, but if you do, it's there.
So I hope you enjoyed this series of self-defense. Again, remember, awareness is the first and most important element of self-defense.
And there's always something you can do. Even if it's the smallest bit of movement, you're always creating, always do something. Never stop, never quit, just keep going.
We want to thank you for watching. Stay safe and
stay strong.